All ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high, I'm on a level with a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wickets like a quickest on a wire. Click that bang, shots are fired, running from life's desire. Making a labor run with an aim of small fire. Slap the racker on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me humble D, dominating, being humble. I will sting you like a bee, kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom back? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you weak, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending all this here, I've got no time for a loop back.
What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome, guys, to another episode of Tune Talk Review Show. We are on to season 4, episode 9. We are, and tonight, guys, we have got another exclusive interview. Okay, this guy is all the way from Ireland, right? He's got some great music. He's a great musician. In fact, I want to stop rambling and I'm going to bring him in and I want to let him tell you all about himself, right? So without further ado, let's welcome to Tune Talk Review Show, Mr. Paul Gantley. Welcome, Paul.
How's it going, guys?
Hey.
So,
Hello.
on the screen, guys, we've got Alice Randall as well. She is a DJB promoter and artist. So, big shout out to you. Thanks for being here, Alice, and bringing
That's
Paul
all right.
into our show. Excellent. Yes. So,
That's
Paul,
all right.
welcome.
Hi, Gemma. Thanks,
Hi,
Alice.
Paul.
All right, Robbie.
Welcome. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and who you are.
My name is Paul Gantley. I'm 42. I'm from Tullyallen. It's a little village outside Drogheda in Ireland. I was born with spina bifida hydrocephalus, which is spina bifida is the back is split, which means I can't walk because the spine is broken.
Okay.
And the hydrocephalus is fluid on the head, which I have a shunt in my head to stop me from getting sick. But I've had it since I was born. So basically, it doesn't make any difference anymore. You know, it's dissolved now, so they don't even need it now. They said to me they could take it out, but they're not going to because it saved the operation, you know.
Yeah.
So I listened to music from when I was very young, and my family were all into music as well. So music is in my blood. I love it. You know what I mean? So I learned violin when I was 9, and I got all grade 8. I got all honors in my grades in that. And then there was a keyboard in the house, and I just started messing with chords and listening to songs on the radio, and I picked them off by ear. I started playing Irish music on by ear. You know, my dad came in and thought there was actually a radio show on, and it was me playing the keyboard. You know. So, and then my mother died when I was 16. And I wrote this tribute to her called Without You. Yeah, thanks, Robbie. And I wrote this song called Without You, which was a tribute to her. Now, the song literally just flowed. I went up to my room with no intentions of writing the song, and I started writing the song. So then I started to go, okay, and I started to keep writing. So then in 2022, we did an album called The Wheels Are No Big Deal. 10 songs written by me. I play keyboard on it. It's produced at Abbey Lane Studios. Eric Sharp on guitar, Fran McDermott on drums, Darren Rooney on some of the bass, Eric Sharp on some of the bass as well, and my sister Mary on vocals.
Okay.
And it's done very, very well. It's been played all over the world. We only released it for the crack. I mean, it's actually Paul Gantley written on the album, but my sister is singing on it. You know, so really probably should have been Paul Gantley featuring Mary Gantley, but we just did it for a nice thing to do. So we just put Paul Gantley on it. And but it's been a huge success, really. It's done very, very well. It's been all over the world.
Nice.
So delighted.
Nice. Well, we have some comments for you. Okay, we have good luck, Alice and Paul. Glad you're both on.
Thanks, Ricky.
Ricky Armstrong.
Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Ricky.
And Christine Parsons, that's my mother. She's put evening, Paul, Alice, Robbie, and Gemma.
Hello.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Yes. So she's always on. She's always supporting.
So, Paul, who is your inspiration in music? Who's your biggest inspiration?
So many. Elton John would be one, obviously, because of the piano.
Okay.
Robbie Williams was actually a big one for a long time because I love his lyrics. You know, he calls things out in a nice way. You know what I mean? In a funny way.
Yeah.
He calls stuff out. He calls stuff out that's going on in life. You know.
Yeah.
And I like that. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? And he's a very good singer as well. You know, and great performer.
Yeah.
Brilliant performer.
Definitely.
I mean, he could sing anything and just make it sound brilliant. You know what I mean? He's a great performer.
Yeah.
You know.
So
he
what
was
would
a big
you
inspiration.
say? So what would you say your greatest strength as an artist is?
I don't really know the exact answer to that question. I suppose a lot of people say I have a great ear. Well, I have a great ear. Like I can hear. Somebody could say to me, "Paul, what's that chord?" And I could go over and play it. You know.
Yeah.
I remember a guy. He was backing somebody on a guitar once, and he was practicing for backing. And he said, "Paul, to do this bloody song tonight," and I said, "Paul, Beyonce's version of Emotion. Remember the Bee Gees song? And Destiny's Child did a version of it." And he was saying, "I'll do this version of the song." He said, "There's a chord that's annoying me." And I went, "It's a C sharp diminished." And he played it and he went, "You little fuck." You know, but I just
it's okay. We
knew
can
it, you
always
know.
edit. We can always edit parts of this radio show, so it's fine. If you need to
Oh,
swear,
sorry,
it's
yeah.
10 o'clock at night.
It's
It's fine. You
It's
express.
fine. You express.
Yeah,
As long as
it's
it's not, as long as it's not F word every 2 seconds, we're okay. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't the FU, it was the FE, so that's okay.
Exactly. We'll get away with it. It's okay.
We do. We
Yeah,
do. We do.
It was fecker, it wasn't, you know what.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Exactly.
all good. We're all good.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
do you play any other instruments, or is the keyboard the instrument that you play most of?
Are you there, Paul?
Oh,
I think he's froze.
I think we
we've
froze.
lost him.
I think we have.
Yeah, we're back. Are we back?
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
So
I
I
played
was
violin for you.
Oh,
I played violin for
nice.
years.
Nice.
And I got honours in all my grades and that. I learned the violin with Helen Lee in Drogheda. But then I just gave that up. I kind of because I was watching music and I was saying to myself, there's no real career, you know, in playing the violin unless you're in an orchestra or you go to to big colleges and stuff, which I hadn't done at that point. So I thought, right, the piano was more of a general instrument, you know. And of course, I'd only packed that in when the chorus came along. So I got to be right, get the fiddle back in, quick. You know.
Yeah.
But no, I kept going with the keyboard.
Well, honestly, anybody that can play an instrument, like I take my hat off to them because it takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, dedication, you know. And some people can be at one level, some people can be at another level. But if that person at the other level can help that person at this level, then I think the world would be a better place, you know.
That's it.
Obviously, we're going to hear your music tonight, which I'm so excited. I can't wait. You know, we've heard so much about it, so definitely it's going to be awesome.
So, what would your first song that you would like to be played? What would you like? And could you give us a little bit background about that song? What you would like playing first?
Alice asked me what song I'd like to played, and I actually said to Alice, "I'll let you guys decide that, and then when you play it, I'll tell you a bit about it if you want to do it that way."
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick Fellow Man.
Right, okay. Fellow Man. What?
I would say Fellow Man because when I first heard it, like I've interviewed Paul before on my radio shows, and I first heard it, and I don't normally like piano music like with singing, but when I heard this song, it literally captivated my heart. It literally did, like, you know, and it's often a song that I'll go back and play and stuff or Paul's, and normally if I don't like something, I'll just play it once and turn it off, but this song I can go back and play time and time again, and that's how I know I like it.
Awesome. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to play this song Fellow Man.
Well, we're
Right,
going to ask
and-
Paul what it's about first.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was approached by a guy in Canada, Danny Lamb, to write a song for a podcast he was doing, a live stream he was doing, showcasing the talents of people with disability, which is much needed, obviously, much needed, you know.
Yeah.
So I wrote this song, and it was something I always wanted to write, but to be given the opportunity to do it was like brilliant. And it was something I always wanted to do because I wanted to make the point that everybody has struggles. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you have ability or not. Everyone has them.
Yeah.
You know, so we can learn a lot from each other in that.
Definitely.
You know, and
Yeah.
also like, you know, a girl. There's a line in the song. You know, a guy falls in love with a girl, but she's with the man of the town. He tells her he loves her. She says, "So sweet, you'll always be my friend." But that guy actually loved her, and he loved her more than the guy in the town that was the man of the town. He would have treated her better, and he loved her. So always, you know, I'm trying to get to the point of like, give people that opportunity. Don't just brush them off because they look different.
Yeah.
Looks are not always important.
No, of course not. No, it's about
You
the
know?
talent. You know, it's about the gift that
But
you've
the
got.
person,
Yeah, most
but
definitely.
give the person a chance. You know.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play this track, and then when we come back, I think we're gonna let Alice Randall ask you a couple of questions.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
get thinking, Alice.
Master Boys with
Get
Alice
thinking.
Randall.
I'll get my best interviewing skills on. Yeah, that's not a
Yep.
problem.
Get thinking.
Happy the Master Boy music at the ready.
So here we go. So, it's Fellow Man by Paul Gantley. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy.
I don't care what they say. There's no difference. You can learn from me, I can learn from you too. We all have our struggles. It makes no sense to oppress. The more the richer for everyone. Just because we make different ways doesn't mean our dreams not the same. Love is only perception away. It doesn't have an image. A silly word separates us. Unblock your mind. We are your fellow man. A guy falls in love with a girl. She's with the man of the town. He tells her he loves her. She says, so sweet, you'll always be my friend. The house, the car, the holidays. She's got it all figured out. She puts up with his wayward ways. She let true love slip away. Love is only perception away. It doesn't have an image. A silly word separates us. Unblock your mind. We are your fellow man.
Excellent, that. Absolutely excellent.
It is really
It really
good.
was.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robbie.
You know, like, I'm not just saying it. Like, that's you playing piano, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, you've got my heart. Honest to God. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Evan. Thanks, Evan.
Oh, it really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It was
That's what I'm
gorgeous.
saying about. That's what I'm saying about the song. Like, I don't normally like piano music, but when I heard that, like, I just thought like it just captivates your heart. Like, it just
It
pulls in your
does.
strings.
Yeah.
It really does and stuff, you know. And yeah, it's great. I mean, Paul, has that song won any awards?
It's up for an award in August. It's up for an award, the Red Carpet Award in Holland. It's up for that now in August, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Really good.
here's hoping. Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Like, honestly, you know, to me, it's not about the strength of somebody's vocals. When you can pull somebody in with a great song, with the music, the vocals can be worked on. They can, you know, like me, I'm not the greatest singer. You know what I mean? There's many people out there that can sing far better than me, rap better than me, but it's how you make it, you know? And while that song was playing, my wife shouted me into the next room. She was like, his little voice, man, he's got me heart,
Definitely
Yeah.
got me heart.
you know? So when
Thanks
you
for saying that, Angela.
when you can get an effect like that from a complete stranger, you know you're doing the right thing. So
Yeah,
thank
that's
you
what
so
See,
much.
it did
Thank
with
you
me.
so
Yeah,
much.
it did that with me.
in my eyes, Paul, you are a warrior because it's mad because I'm 42 this year as well.
We've
But
got
I
two
lost
warriors. We've got two warriors sat right here. You know,
I lost my little boy when he was born to hydrocephalus.
Oh, Jesus, right, okay.
So
More
you're
Reddit,
kind of
sorry.
like no, you're like a warrior. You're an inspiration as well, the same as Alice is an inspiration. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know you want to give yourself some credit. You really do. You
Yeah, most
really do want to give yourself some credit.
definitely. You
But
know,
that's why I write music, and that's why I go to my music, because I don't want my music to just be like because of the guy in the wheelchair or whatever else. I want my music to be listened to by everybody. You know,
See,
and for people to
this is
go, he's a great songwriter. Don't mind who he is, what he is. He's a great songwriter. You know what I
and
mean?
this is what I said to Alice when I interviewed Alice. I said to her, you know, like I don't look at a person in a wheelchair. I look beyond that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That doesn't even come into the equation because I'm not talking to the wheelchair. I'm not talking to the disability. I'm talking to the person that I need to talk to. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah. So Alice, would you like to take the floor and ask Paul some questions?
Yes, I will, Paul. So I've been thinking about it during that song. My first question is to you, which obviously I'm sure a lot of people would be asking. If you didn't do music and had this talent, what would have been your ideal other job?
I always wanted to be on television, so it probably would have been something to do with television. It probably would have been something to do with like TV presenter or something along those
Oh,
lines.
right. Oh, I see. On any
Yeah.
particular program or channel?
No. I never thought anything like that. Just I would maybe even do my own television show, something to do with disability or something to promote it. You know, that's
Yeah,
something that you know I might start doing a podcast or something some of these days. Yeah, you know.
I think it's
that's
I think
great.
it's
I
a
think you'll
great
definitely
thing
be good
that
at that.
you know
Definitely.
that would go down really well if I'm honest with you. You know, because you could reach a lot of people through podcasts, radio
Yeah.
shows, things like even this show. This show gets put on the radio. It has listeners for that radio station. You know, so your message will get out to people, guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know.
But I hope the music is sending
Right.
the message out for now. Anyway, that's that's my goal at the minute.
So
Like, I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the love. It's really all about love, you know.
you know, I've asked this question a couple of times on a few of my shows, right? So, in music, as an artist myself, my wife being an artist, Alice being an artist, what is your most embarrassing moment ever in your music career?
Probably I did a gig with a fella. I won't mention any names. I did a gig with a fella in Dublin once, and he told me we were doing a certain list of certain songs or whatever. We went up on the stage. I don't know if my sound check was done right or not. I'm not sure, but I know that he did a completely different list of what he told me he was going to do. He didn't do
Right.
one of the songs he told me he was going to do. So I'm trying to get to the guitar player. What key are we in now? What is this? And he wasn't registered with me at all. So I just had to jam it, and I'm not even sure if he had me plugged in properly or not. I think
Yeah.
he did it just to have me on the stage as a person with a disability on stage to make
Yeah.
him look good. I don't think he actually did anything got to do with the gig at all. So
Yeah.
that was kind of my most embarrassing moment. I was like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, you always want to make sure you're prepared, especially doing a gig and that. You got to make sure you
Yeah.
got everything ready, the right set list, everything, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, right. So that guy that popped up, DJ Smoke a lot. That is my friend Warbo, my
He's
brother
from
from
America.
another mother. He's from America. He is.
From America.
Yes, he
Okay.
is. Muskogee, I think it is. So yeah, he's come a long way. He's a big DGB supporter as well. So he's come to show his support. That's awesome. It is.
Right.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any other questions, Alice, before we play another song?
Have we got any other questions? Yes. So what was the first, like, because in your promotional video there was a picture that really captivated me. I think you said this was when you were 21 and you were on a TV show and something like that. So was that the first, like, show that you ever did on, like, a national TV program in Dublin?
Yeah. First and only. Yeah. I was at open house years ago with Denise O'Rourke. The song I wrote called "Without You." That's the tribute to my mother that I wrote.
Yeah.
Denise sent it to Open House RT, and they loved it. And I did an interview with Marty Whelan and the whole lot. And actually, we were backstage getting ready to go on, and got talking to Marty before the show, and we weren't even supposed. This wasn't even supposed to happen. But he went up to us, whoever was his producers were or whoever, and he went up to me and he said, "I don't care what we're doing, we're interviewing him." So the interview was like 5 minutes before I was meant to even go on, and it was great. I loved it. It was great crack. I have a video of it there on Facebook, so you'll find it there. It's on Facebook, so if you want to watch it, I have the video of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. So, sorry, go on, sweetheart.
I think we should play that song because Paul's described it.
Is it on Spotify?
It is. Now, I haven't released at the moment with my sister singing on it. This is my sister singing on it now. Not Denise. Denise sang it before, but my sister singing on this now.
What is it called again?
It's called
Without
Without You. It's a tribute to that, yeah.
Without You.
Yeah,
Without
and this
You,
is
yeah.
a tribute
I've
that he
got
wrote
it.
for, and this
I've
is a
got it.
tribute Paul wrote for his mum.
And this is his sister Mary. Is that right? Mary Gantley?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So here we go. This song's Without You. Produced by Paul, and it's his sister performing it. Mary Gantley. Here we go.
Here I am on my own, wondering what went wrong. I had you, now you're gone. My life's not the same. People say that I'm crazy.
absolutely stunning song. Really, really stunning. And she's got an absolutely beautiful voice.
Fab.
Ricky
Most
just said
definitely.
there in that song, another beautiful song, mate. I'm a fan.
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah. Thanks,
I think he's
Ricky.
a fan of you, Paul.
Yep. He is. He's a big fan. He's always commenting the posts and everything. It's great.
So what I've
Shares
done
everything as well.
throughout the music, I decided to bring up the comments, so people can see them while the music was playing. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, it is beautiful song, absolutely
Gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah, see, that's
Same.
you can tell you've got that Elton John influence. Now I'm gonna let you know a
Yeah.
little secret here. I like Elton John music as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like Elton John, yeah.
yeah, I used to sing like covers of Elton John and things like that.
Yeah. No, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Like he's still in the go. I think in what 74. He's retired now, but
Yeah,
his
yeah.
music will always be there.
Of course it will. Yeah, you can't beat the greats, can you? You know what I mean? Like we can try and copy them all day long, but you'll never beat that
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. No.
You never will.
No.
Definitely.
So,
There's actually another
Paul,
song, "If Dreams Come
Oh.
True," that's there as well, and it has really got an Elton John. When you listen to that, you'll hear a massive Elton John influence there. Because there's a lot of piano in it, so
Yeah.
you'll hear massive Elton John chord progressions going on and the whole lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one of the songs I put in your promotional video, Paul.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, before my wife asks you another question, some of these songs might not get played on the radio. It just depends how the editing goes. Do you know what I mean? So don't get disheartened if you don't hear some of your music, because if anybody
No.
wants to watch this full episode, they just have to come back onto this channel, go into the playlist, and it'll be there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm just delighted to have any music played. It's great. It's amazing. Thanks so much for even, giving me the opportunity at all. Yeah.
no, thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming to us. Thank you for coming to us, man. Go on, sweetheart.
so what is your creative process like throughout your music?
My creative process is really just something might annoy me or something might inspire me or whatever. I get something in the head, a lyric,
Mhm.
and I go, oh, that's a good lyric. And then I get maybe a melody with that, and I go, oh, yeah. And then I'll go to the keyboard and I'll start playing chords with it and stuff and see, can I work something? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't,
Yeah.
I have actually a song in my head even at the minute now, which I'm probably going to get to work on tomorrow, which is going to be hopefully a good tune. And I can hear it in my head at the moment. So once it stays, I always think once a song stays in your head, it's a good one. If you get a notion of a song and then the next hour or two it's gone, but then it
Yeah.
mustn't have been really that great. But when it's in your head for days, it's like, right, there's the song now. Go for it. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, that's the way to do
Yeah.
it. Because I always believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And if you're meant to have remembered a lyric that you're writing, then it's meant to be. If you forget
Yeah.
that lyric, then move on, write something else.
Yeah.
Or if you're coming to a brick wall as you're writing, there's something not right, scrap it, start again. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I actually did that.
yeah, I can relate to that.
After About You, actually, I had a writer's block, basically. Nothing was happening for years. And then it just
Yeah.
suddenly all started flowing again,
Yeah, it does. It happens.
So,
Mm.
if you could change anything in the music industry, what would you change?
It's hard to explain that one. I think the whole managerial boy band machine thing kind of
Mhm.
damaged music. I think it left it that it's it's harder for people to get through.
Manufactured,
Yeah.
manufactured
Yeah.
bands, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's very
totally
hard to
agree.
get. It's very hard for people to get through now. Songwriters are getting it very hard to get through, because you have 5 lads that look good in white shirts singing cover versions of songs that was out in the 70s,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
kids are going, oh, they're brilliant. But there's brilliant artists, songwriters, writing songs, everybody as good as them, not getting out, not getting to the big stations,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think
definitely.
like it's a bit like life. You've got ability, disability divide. You've got the man-woman divide becoming bigger now too, much bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you've got the indie commercial gap is massive now too. It's closing, it's starting to close, but I think it's still pretty big. You know.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are turning more to the indie side of it now because they're sick of listening to what I just said there. That manufactured sound from the 70s rehashed thing.
Yeah.
They're fed up with that.
Yeah.
They want to hear original music.
So is there a difference? Sorry, babe. Is there a difference between like what's the music industry like in Ireland compared to what it's like in the UK? Is it is it just as hard, or is it easier, or is it more ruthless, or what's it like?
It's probably I think it's much of a muchness that way. But it's cheaper, believe it or not, in England than it is in Ireland. It's much more expensive to try and make it in Ireland than it is in England.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
You know, prices are much bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have to. You really shouldn't have to be paying out to get your music. Like, it really should be a radio station to your music to like it. Just play it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think like
Simple as
everything
that.
went up? Do you think everything went up in price more in Ireland when the euro hit? Do you think that's when it started to escalate more?
And I think it back again. I think money coming into music as much as it is now all stems from the whole Louis Walsh boy band thing because a lot of people want to be Louis Walsh's. You know, a lot of people want to have their yachts and their boats and 3 boats or whatever it is he has. A lot of people want that dream, so they think, right, get a musician and get him to throw money at us and away we go. You know, but it should be more about the music than that. I think, you know.
See, I was always told there's 2 ways you do this. You either go the hard road and do it yourself, or you chase the dream and get signed with a record deal. You know, but then you do that, you end up in debt, and then you're working for the rest of your life trying to pay it off. So you do it yourself. You build your own brand, be your own trendsetter. That's the way I see it. And it don't care if it takes you 20, 30, 40 years to make it. You just keep doing it. Because in my eyes, doing this show, I've made it. I'm already doing what I love. So, and it's the same for you. You're a musician.
I feel like that,
You love, do you know what I mean? So, you know, most definitely.
So, Alice, would you like to pick the next song and ask Paul what it's about?
Of course, and I'm going to pick the song that I put in your promotional video, which is "If Dreams Come True." Paul, I want to ask you, what is that about? Because it really fascinated me, that song.
It's about a girl I loved who shall remain nameless for now. She was just great, you know. I was going through a bit of a bad patch at the time after my mother died or whatever, and she just made everything fun and everything brilliant. You know, she was just a great person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're not going to mention any names, but it's a better name. It's better that woman, that girl. But I knew because of the disability divide, it was never going to happen. So, but that's what it is. The dreams come true. My dream shall be to have you here with me. You know, it's that.
Nice. And do you know what it is? Like, I think you're an excellent songwriter from what we've played tonight. You know, obviously, I believe this is your sister again that's singing.
This is sister again. Yeah. The 10 songs on the album are all my sister. And then Fellow Man that's me. Because I wrote it for this disability thing that was happening.
Yeah, but you're playing the instruments, aren't you? So
I'm playing piano,
Yes. So, for anybody that don't know, if you're thinking that, you know, Paul's had a sex change, he hasn't. Okay, he is who he is, and you've got to accept him. But this is his sister. Do you know what I mean? So I did get a bit confused. I didn't know if I was listening to Paul. You know, I thought it was another Frankie Valli. You know, because men do sing falsetto. It is known. It is known. So I had to ask him the question who it was. So it's good. Your sister's getting a little bit of promotion. So if you're watching or you get to see it, shout out to you, Mary. Shout out to you.
So, Alice, would you like to introduce Paul's next song?
Yes, I shall. So, everybody, this is "If Dreams Come True" by Paul Gantley. Enjoy.
And Mary.
And Mary Gantley. Not forgetting.
times when life seems to get too tough, I often wonder what it's all about. Then I met you, and it all seemed right. I began to feel love again. If dreams came true, my dream would be to have you here with me. And though I know that you'll never be mine, you'll always be in my heart. When I see your smile, my heart skips a beat. The touch of your hand sends shivers down my spine. Oh, how I wish that it wasn't true, but I know I have to let go. If dreams came true, my dream would be to have you here with me. And though I know that you'll never be mine, you'll always be in my heart, in my heart. If dreams came true, my dream would be to have you here with me. And though I know that you'll never be mine, you'll always be in my heart.
I'll just stop that one.
You can pay that one if you want.
I'm gonna play it, but I'll just stop it for now.
That's good day. That one you
Yeah.
were about to go into there. That's good day.
No, seriously, man, that's so emotional. That song,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, like, if you know, I'm sure if my wife, you know, like if I wrote something like that for my wife, and you know, she knew that I had feelings for her or whatever, do you know what I mean? But I didn't want to make it known. I'm sure she would know. I'm sure she would know with a song like that.
Like that. Yeah.
Person's got to know, man. You know, and if they don't,
Yeah.
then they will. They will eventually. Trust me. Just have patience. You know, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And you've got a good heart, man. You can hear it in your music. You can hear it in your playing. If you know, if your piano work, you're talented. You're very talented. And
Thanks, Ricky.
I'm so glad we got you to come on the show. You know, I really am.
Delighted to be honest. Delighted to be honest.
Definitely.
Very good. Really enjoyed it.
I think there's some interference going off somewhere, like an echo. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like a mumbling echo.
I can hear it, yeah.
Yeah. I
Can
don't know
you?
where it's coming from. Yeah.
You cut out a little bit of me there for a minute, but you come back just as quick. So I don't know.
It happens.
It
What
could
can I
be from my headphones, maybe. I don't know.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. I mean, we'll play some excellent music.
So, Alice, have you got any more questions you'd like to ask Paul?
Yes, I have. So, what was it like for you when you were younger? Like, what was it like at school? Did people integrate with you? And if these things did happen, have these things like gone into your music writing and integrated your music?
I probably, when I was younger, like I was very much, my mother always had me very much part of everything that was going on. Like if my uncles or my aunties came to the house, I was in the conversation. Like I was probably taking over the conversation, and you know. So I nearly, I never felt like it was something I couldn't do. I never felt like there was anything I couldn't do. You know, obviously within my physical boundaries. You know, but music wise and that, I always felt like, yeah, I can do this. You know what I mean? So that way it does. School, that way it definitely does. School, yeah, they were great at schools the way, you know. I mean, I used to always have to carry a bag with me, and I'd put it in the back of my chair or whatever, on the back of the desk I had. And I'd always make sure it was ready for me, and the bag was packed, and my lunch was right. And I had a fella who used to come over and do that for me all the time, you know. So they were great for me at school, yeah. But yeah, they had me play the keyboard a lot in the school actually when I was
Yeah.
younger. So I always felt like it never felt any different, really. I never felt any different. But
You
I'm not
play
like
it
I'm, of
so
course,
well.
not.
It's so natural. Do you know what I mean? Like your sound,
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It is.
yeah.
You know.
I think like if people, I don't know, like I hope this doesn't affect the music that people can see and hear who I am now, and that the fact I'm talking, because if you listen to the music, it's the same as any other music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, I was paid on a show last year, Tommy Keys. I was paid on that show last year, and when he played of Dreams Come True, and he actually said, I told people the backstory of Paul's life. He said, and when I thought about it, he said I shouldn't have probably done that because this is a brilliantly thought out album. He said, and I want people to listen to the music.
Yeah.
Don't think about Paul. Listen to the music. You know,
Yeah.
and that, I reiterate that. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I want people to listen to the music.
Do you know what it is? I can totally understand that, but at the same time, what I do think as well, if people know who you are and your story and everything else, that kind of blends with the music. It goes with the music. You're telling your life story through your music. Do you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that to me is a good way of thinking. It's a good way of going with what you're doing, you know, and
Yeah.
to get your name out there, getting people to understand, like, I'm not the singer on this, but I've played the music to it. I think it's great. I think it's great that you can come forward from being in the shadows and say, okay, this is me, this is what I do, you know. And if more people like yourself, like Alice, you know, like many other people out there can come forward and give us their story and show that they've got the strength, like I said, you know,
Mm.
you're warriors. So be them warriors and just keep being them warriors. You know what I mean? Like, and anybody out there, take a leaf out your guys' books. Plain and simple.
See,
You know?
the thing that I get at the minute is like the stigma about disability, and the first thing that people will come out of their mouth is, "Oh, they've got a disability." I don't need that to be announced. Do you know what I mean? It's not an announcement. We don't need to get on the microphone and announce it, because what is disability? We all got, everybody has got some form of disability. Do you know what I mean? So just because you're in a wheelchair, or you've got crutches, or you've got a hearing aid, or you've got that doesn't mean you're any different from the person sitting beside you, because they might have a lot more problems mentally than physically. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
So what
Correct.
is disability? We shouldn't be looking at this fact of disability.
I'm going to treat you the way you treat me.
Exactly.
And that is it. Do you know what I mean?
You know, it's like I told Alice about this the other week when she was on. Like, we were talking about bipolar, and somebody said to me, "You don't look like you've got bipolar. So what am I supposed to look like?" Do you know what I mean? What am I supposed to look like? You know, like what? So
Hair and a bottle of whiskey in your hand.
Unfortunately, Gemma, like, there's still a lot of people out there that, even though we're in 2024, still
Mhm.
have this sort of black and white view about.
Ugh.
If you say I've got bipolar, you say I've got mental health issues, that they will still judge you, and I
Mhm.
don't know if it's ever going to go away. And the problem is that it's been done hundreds and hundreds of times about disability, this is that and the other, but people are, some people, I have to say, are still, thinking disability as a big thing.
Yeah.
And if we can change that, then that's going to be really good and
We,
stuff.
the thing is, what I say to people is, you don't take any form of, mick out of any form of mental or physical disability. We should look past this disability barrier. But what I also say to people as well, you never know. You might have a heart attack. You might have a stroke. You might have an accident that leaves you physically impaired.
Yeah.
Then what are you going to do? Do you know what I
Like,
mean? Are you going to sit and feel sorry for yourself, or are you
well,
going to
that's the
revert
thing,
back
though.
to when you've done it to somebody else?
When you mention disability to somebody, they go, "Oh, bless them."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like
It's like, come on,
patronising.
really, really,
Patronising.
Patronising,
that
I hate
person,
that.
that
Mm.
person,
But I
just because
think
they
that's the
can't.
beautiful thing about this album, actually. Is that everybody talks about disability and ability.
Yeah,
This album is both together. We have
Yeah.
me on the piano with a disability. We've got Eric, Fran, and Mary, all with an ability, coming together to make this album, which is a beautiful thing.
great. I think it's great. I really do.
Yeah.
You've done an amazing job. You know what I mean? To put your music out there and have the balls to do it. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people say to me, how you got the balls to do that? How do you get up on stage? How do you write a song? How do you do this? I'll tell you how. Jump in and do it.
Yeah.
You know,
There's people say to
learn.
me they have to know
You
in
know
their
what I
head.
mean?
And I always say to them, you do. You just haven't tried to tune into it. But everybody has. Every single person in this planet has a note in their head.
Yeah.
I don't buy that people don't have a note in their head. They do. They just need to, if they want to do it, they need to just go to a keyboard or try to sing a note or play a guitar or do something. And eventually you'll get it. It doesn't come overnight, but it will happen,
It's true. True.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
that's one thing. You've come onto the show, you spoke freely about things, and I just think that's great that you've done that, because if anybody judges you on this show, like, they'll be told straight away, we take no violence, we take no animosity towards anybody that comes onto this show. We don't judge nobody. So we're not gonna let nobody judge the next man,
Definitely not.
So that's the way I see
Well,
it.
social media is a great place for that. It's a great place for arguments and everything else. And that's something
Yeah.
I never get. I never understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to comment on something, just don't comment on it. Just leave it. Scroll above it.
Yeah.
Don't get involved in an argument. There's no need to.
I mean, yeah, like we all can get angry. And we can all say things that we don't mean to say, do you know what I mean? Because when we get angry, the tongue unfortunately disconnects from the brain and it flaps, doesn't it? It flaps freely in the wind. So we've all said things like in our past and all the rest of it, but this is another thing. Can we not give people room to change? Do you know what I mean? Can we not give people room to get on and do something? And this is a problem. This is a problem with this is a problem with social media now. You F up once, that's it. You F up once, you have got a congregation of people around you pounding down on you because you've F'd up once in your life.
And do you know what
God
it's all
forbid
down
if they
to?
ever F up. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it's all
There's
down
no even
to?
definition of that.
It's
There's
all
actually
down
no
to
definition of it.
communication. It's down to communication. That's plain and simple. It. That's it. Communication. Communication has gone lost somewhere. It's gone off in the mountains and the hills. Join the sheep and the frogs. You know what I mean? It's gone.
They have more communication than humans, even.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sheep and the frogs have more communication than human beings.
Exactly. Exactly. Probably make better music. You know what I mean?
So, Alice, would you like to pick the next song? And
wait, we did say which one it was because I played it by accident. So we've got to play
I
it.
quite like that one. Good day, because
Good day.
do you want to ask Paul what it's about and etc. etc.?
Yeah, sure, Paul. So, what is it about the song "Good Day"?
It's just about again, it's another kind of a half love story thing. if I find like I loved the girl once, and she I misunderstood where she was going with everything, and I got it wrong. So when you have a beautiful friend, don't blow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have a friend, don't try and stretch for that bit more. You don't need it. Because that love is beautiful anyway. So that's the sound.
is.
Like love's a beautiful emotion once you understand it. That's what that part is about. So that's basically what the song is about, chat.
Awesome. Well, while we play this song, let's see if you can get your mic sorted or something, Paul, because I think it's like a grumbling, mumbling sound when we're speaking. I don't know.
It's when you're speaking, babe.
And you.
And me. I think it's our connection. It's ours.
Danny Barr now.
It's never happened before.
See, it's when you're talking. I think it might be our connection. We'll play the song and fathom it out.
We'll figure it out.
We will.
So, Alice, do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, sure. So this is by Paul Gantley, and this is Good Day.
When I'm with you, it's all sounds cool. I don't even laugh. You turn my darkest day into light. We tell each other our dreams, only we believe it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Love's a beautiful emotion once we understand it. There's no need to complicate what's already beautiful. The sun doesn't have to shine for me to be happy. It doesn't matter if I find romance, as long as I feel love, as long as I have you, it's a good day. Humanity, why so hard on yourself? Love conquers all, never meant more. I look into your eyes, all I see is beauty. And then I think, what will be, will be. And anyone could be our tortured soul. We all have feelings of demons. Wish that we could start again and give the world a great big hug. The sun doesn't have to shine for me to be happy. It doesn't matter if I find romance, as long as I feel love, as long as I have you, it's a good day.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, yeah.
Hello.
Don't happen.
Right. We've still got that sound. I don't know why.
What happened there?
I don't know. It jumped and then stopped and then played another song.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Nothing. You know, it is, nothing's gone right tonight. But that is the fun of show business. What can I say? It really is. You know what I mean? So, well, obviously that is the music. So Gemma's going to ask you a few things.
So, Paul, where can we find your music? What platforms are you on? And
Spotify.
also,
Yeah.
you've had a message off Ricky. Hey, Paul, where can I buy your album?
Yeah. I've seen that actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify. It's on it's on all the platforms: Bandcamp, iTunes, YouTube. I think it's on all them. So you can buy it off all them. Amazon. It's on Amazon as well, so you can buy it on all them.
And what do they type in? Just your name?
My name, yeah, Paul Gantley, yeah.
And do you have any social media platforms that you're on for people to follow you?
Facebook, Instagram, yeah. I'm on Facebook. I have 2 pages: Paul Gantley Music, and on Instagram, then I'm just Gantley Paul. You can follow me there. Now
So-
I'll try to follow people back, but sometimes for some reason my Instagram unfollows people again. So don't be offended if you find that I've unfollowed you. I'm trying to follow you and it's not working.
It's what it is on Instagram is what they're starting to do now is if that person's not interacting with you, it removes them. It removes them as a silent person. It does it on Facebook as well.
All right.
If you don't interact with people for a long time, it'll start taking them away. But before we do end this interview, what message would you give your fans?
For my younger fans, if I have younger fans, never, no matter how low you're feeling with exams or anything else, never leave school. It is so important. You need your education. You know, and if you have a disability and you're young, God, don't leave school. Because then you really need your education. Your education. You really need it. You know. And for everyone, really, just support each other, keep going, and love each other. You know what I mean? Love each other. And don't separate each other and judge each other and all that. Forget all that. We're all going the same way anyway. You know. So just keep going. That's my message, really. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest message we've learned from you, Paul, is you don't need to be in a relationship with somebody to have love. You can have friendship with love, and that you don't need to judge somebody by the look. You need to know what's inside first before you start
really do.
doing anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's our biggest lesson we've learned tonight. So thank you for that.
No disrespect to Alice, she's amazing at everything else, and that's exactly it. She is amazing. But if you look at Alice, you don't realise what Alice can actually do. Alice is brilliant.
Yes.
She's better than any of us. You know what I mean? So that's, don't judge people by what you see. I'm actually writing a song for a fan in America about that. It's called Change the Perception. And he's going to release it soon, hopefully. Danny Lamb is his name, so keep an eye out for him as well.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. I do. Thank you.
You're amazing, Alice. You're absolutely amazing. I'd be always want you to be at. You're great. You're flat out.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's been. I've just had to mute Paul while I speak, so it doesn't interfere and stuff, because it is something to do with the connection. It could be long distance or something. I don't know.
Exactly, because we're different countries.
But I am going to say thank you to Paul for coming on our show tonight. Giving his story, letting us hear his music, and his sister Mary. Shout out to Mary as well.
Fantastic voice,
awesome.
Mary. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. And obviously, shout out to Alice as well for being here tonight and being part of this interview, and bringing Paul Gantley to our show. Been amazing. It really has been absolutely amazing. So thank you to each and every single one of you. Thank you to our sponsors, Steve Little, Mad About Musicals, and
Graham Drayton from Microbrew Radio, Church Store Extravaganza, and also everybody to Microbrew Radio as well. But a big thank you to Paul for coming on our show and showing us, that you can love without getting too deep into things. So, yeah.
So, I've been Robbie P.
I've been Gemma P.
And
I've been Alice Randall.
And
I've been Paul Gantley.
There you go. So this has been the Tune Talk Review Show, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully, all being well, right? But remember, the chart show is on tomorrow as well.
So get
Right.
voting, guys. Get voting.
Yes,
It's your last
start
time to
voting tomorrow.
vote.
Yes, 12 till 2. Okay, so get voting. Vote
And also,
me,
guys,
my wife, Alice, Ricky. Vote whoever you want. You know.
also, guys, remember to listen out for our radio show as well, where you will hear Paul on there doing his interview. So, yes.
So, have you got anything to say before we head the show off?
Thanks very much for having me, and thanks very much for all your patience and everything. So it was all great, yeah. I really appreciate it. And thanks, Alice, for getting me to this and for promoting me along the way as well. She's been brilliant. So, yep. Thanks, everybody. It's all been great.
That's no problem. Yeah, it's been great to see a good result. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have many more come on. Hopefully.
We will. So we'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Remember, if you're not subscribing, go subscribe and give this page a like. I'll see you soon. Bye.
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 It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lights got all ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high, I'm on a level, win a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wickets like a quickest on a wire. Click clap bang, shots are fired, running from life's desire. Making a labor run with an aim of small fire. Snap the rattler on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me humble D, dominating, being humble. I will sting you like a bee. Kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom bap? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you wix, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending on this here, I've got no time for a loop back.